Enjoyers of hero shooters such as Overwatch and Valorant, or those who like game modes such as Extraction or Battle Royales from the games Fortnite and Warzone, should be excited about Citizen Conflict, which will be a new hero shooter taking inspiration from some of the largest shooter titles and allowing you to own your in-game assets. So let's jump into the Battlestar review report and see how Citizen Conflict scored in their pre-release review. The story is set in the year 2101, following a dramatic change in human society in the early 2030s. Back then, there was a lot of focus on the global climate and that humanity had to unite to tackle the environmental changes. A planetary government was formed to rule the planet. Some countries joined willingly and others were forced into it. There were many disagreements and a few wars, but in the end, Ether Island was assigned to the outlaws that didn't want to participate in the new way of life. This is where we find the ambitious denizens of Citizen Conflict. There are 10 districts ranging from District 10, the Outer Lands being the harshest and most desolate place, all the way to District 1, Arcadia, the pinnacle of society, the 1% of the 1%. Some cool ideas here with the different districts that you can read about in their full lore report. I do think it's interesting that many of the games we cover here are all about the world being worse off and ending and the environment being destroyed. It's almost like all of us gamers here have no hope or something. With the lore behind us, let's explore the actual gameplay of Citizen Conflict. Being a free-to-play game with team-based modes, you can choose which mode suits and plays to your strengths. On Ether Island, there are 3 main syndicates, the Corpo, Headhunters, and Midnight syndicates. They play a significant role in the game mode Syndicate Wars, where 3 teams of 4 players each face each other on in smaller maps. There are 4 classes in Citizen Conflict, all have a strategic role in the team compositions. You can choose between an Assault, Medic, Support, and Specialist role. The game will also feature many game modes, many of which are similar to other shooter games such as Battle Royale, Extraction mode, Purge mode, and many others, including Kill the Chicken. You heard me right, Kill the Chicken, where apparently you're 1v9, you get a chicken mask, and you try to kill the other players as many times as possible. We already did a gameplay review video that we're going to link up here that you can go check out if you want to see more of the actual gameplay and my thoughts of a very early alpha version. I think that very early alpha is a great tease of what's to come. Obviously, there's going to be a lot bigger updates that they do down the road. So this is just the kind of bare bones version of the game. And I hope to see big updates each and every quarter of this year and into next year as well. Personally, the biggest thing to me in a hero shooter is having those heroes feel unique and have their own characteristics and playstyles. So hopefully as they update, they can hone in those characters a little bit more and make them a little bit more fresh and unique. The background score for Citizen Conflict gets an 8.5 out of 10. Now let's check out the NFT gaming assets and their artwork. In Citizen Conflict, there will be everything from NFT characters, masks, skins, virtual pets, drone companions, citizen passants, cosmetics, and virtual lands. A fresh gaming NFT approach is also mentioned with the introduction of NFT accounts, meaning that the overall account will work as an NFT and can therefore be sold, traded, and thus be a part of the overall NFT economy of Citizen Conflict. With your account creation comes a unique citizen ID with a unique number. The creation number of the account will also have an impact rarity drops rewards, and the better the number, the better the rewards. It's going to be interesting to see how they play out with NFT accounts. A lot of other NFT games have just had specific items or cosmetics within the game being an NFT, but Citizen Conflict is using the whole account as an NFT as well, which will be interesting. How do they handle things like stats? Can you go in and just buy some character's account that's essentially a pro player and just start acting like you have the most insane stats and you're the best player? I don't know. So we'll see how they specifically do that. But I do think it's interesting that you can buy an entire or trade an entire account. Another feature to claim exclusive in-game rewards and NFTs such as new characters, cosmetics, or virtual lands is the Citizen Pass. This pass will function similarly to Web2 battle passes and also provide extra benefits such as exclusive content, events, priority matchmaking, in-game badges, and more. The Citizen Conflict team has stated that they're bringing in NFTs because they really believe in players owning their assets and focusing in on that, especially bringing in players who have never experienced crypto or NFTs and giving them true ownership of their gaming assets, which is what we're all about here at Battlestar as well. I do wonder though, they do have a lot of systems in play. They have lots of different types of NFTs. So I think they need to also balance how to make sure it's not too complicated with all their systems that they're trying to engage players that maybe have never experienced NFTs before. So that balance will be an interesting one to take a look at once they have everything implemented. Overall, the NFT gaming assets of Citizen Conflict and the artwork scored an 8.5 out of 10. Now let's jump into the white paper, which will tell us things about release dates, their economy, the blockchain they're using, and more. Citizen Conflict's economy revolves around the Ccash token. It will enable players to monetize their skill in-game if they are competent enough to win in regular prize pool tournaments. Qualifying for tournaments by climbing the leaderboards will also give you a chance to win special assets that will be intrinsically valuable due to their scarcity. Said items can then be sold on the Corpo market for Ccash. Ccash is going to be used for character minting, weapons, exclusive skins, and other cosmetics. If you hold and stake your Ccash, you will get portions of every NFT sale, exclusive drops, season passes, and more. The Ccash token has a cap of 1 billion tokens and will be on the Binance Smart Chain and Avalanche blockchains. Landowners in Ether Island will also participate in the economy by reaping exclusive rewards and early access whitelists. There's also the possibility of monetizing their land through advertisements. Finally, if you're a creator, you can get rewarded with profit from the stuff you build, like assets, maps, or buildings. There's also going to be the DAO of the project, which allows every citizen to vote about its future. Citizens will regularly be offered subjects of development they can vote for. Citizens will partake in influencing the design, aesthetics, marketing possibilities, and direction of the game through voting. Depending on a citizen's ranking, the vote weighs more. The ranking is determined by the amount of Ccash held and for how long it's been held. The Citizen Conflict economy, from what we know so far, seems pretty standard to what other Web3 games are doing nowadays, where you can stake the token to earn extra rewards, you can use it in the marketplace or to mint new NFTs, and you can also use it for voting power in the game. Taking a look at their roadmap plan, beginning in 2023, we can expect to see the second alpha season, open access to several of the districts, a second large marketing campaign, and organizing an esports championship. Citizen Conflict's white paper is what we've come to expect of high-tiered Web3 games, which is why they scored an 8.5 out of 10. Now let's take a quick look at the team that is building Citizen Conflict. Corpo, the team working on Citizen Conflict, consists of many talented and experienced individuals. They claim to have 90+ team members, however, we have just been able to confirm around 55 employees through their LinkedIn company profile.
We are so proud that we build a strong and ambitious team of people that never give up. Let's take a look what they're working on.
Although we would have liked to see all the team members on their company profile, the team has been active in updating their website, white paper, and LinkedIn with their team members. Although the team is rather large, not everyone works on Citizen Conflict, as they have other games and projects as well. Corpo is also looking to expand, with, at the time of this writing, they have 18 open positions they're looking to fill. The team at Corpo has a diverse team with relevant experience from several big game studios such as EA, Gameloft, Ubisoft, Riot Games, and more. The team has a strong foundation in its members, with several of them having strong marketing and entrepreneurial backgrounds. We find them to be a well-rounded team with a strong foundation to succeed within their current project, which is why they score a 7.5 out of 10. Now, before we jump into the conclusion and final thoughts about Citizen Conflict, I do want to invite you to join the Balthazar community. We are just building out our Discord. We want to really be a great hub for creators, gamers, and investors. So come and join us, hang out, and learn more about Web3 gaming. Now for our final thoughts on Citizen Conflict. If you check out the full review, you'll see the website scored an 8 out of 10 and the Socialnomics a 7.5 out of 10. Corpo seems to be striking while the iron is hot, building out several projects that all play into their infrastructure and marketplace. Such expansion will likely require a significant team of developers, artists, and everything in between. Perhaps we will see the birth of a staple game studio in Eastern Europe leveraging the opportunity of blockchain games. We are seeing several new shooter games in the GameFi space leveraging Unreal Engine 5 these days, and many of them have a similar theme like the cyberpunk style. Will there be a race for the finish to capture a larger audience, or is there enough room for several games in this genre? One thing to know is the large amount of game modes in Citizen Conflict. Having such a large array of games could be hard because it would split up their player base. This is an issue that even games such as Call of Duty struggle with when they have too many game modes and game lists. We're excited to see how this will play out when new players are let in and if we'll struggle to find matches or not. We can expect the launch of this project to be in 2024, but when exactly is hard to tell. Overall, this is a great start to a project, and Citizen Conflict overall receives an 8 out of 10 for its pre-release score. Based on all the research from our Balthazar Alpha team and my time playtesting Citizen Conflict, I'm definitely excited for it. I do love some hero shooters. I've played a bit of Overwatch and Valorant in my gaming life, even though I haven't played them very well. But I do think it is pretty early on still for Citizen Conflict. I want to see more of that game developed, a little more polished, a little more of those characters designed well. And if they can do that and nail down those game modes to maybe a few of the most popular ones, I think they could have a good recipe for bringing on a decent amount of players into their player base. I want to know what you think of Citizen Conflict so far with what you learned today and what you've seen from the project. For now, that is it. Go check out the full research report if you want a lot more details than we were able to cover in this one video. Thank you, Gracias Salamat, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't seen our Babylon SDK demo yet, you need to check out how this is making it super easy for gamers to get into your Web3 game. Registering for your game also creates a non-custodial wallet. Picking up in-game gold goes into our wallet. In-game NFT marketplace is also a blockchain transaction. Contact us to get registered for a Babylon SDK beta. Thanks everyone for watching.